Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm already getting right into the video, but as you saw from the thumbnail, we're going to be doing an acrylic set today. I know everyone loves those, so I'm super excited for this one in particular. I'm already starting out with my nail tips. I'm showing you guys here that I am cutting off the wings just because I don't prefer the wings for my specific nail bed shape. And I'm going to be going in with this nail glue that I get from Amazon. Everything that I use in this video will be linked in the description box down below. And I'm using the No C Curve nail tips, and these are from Tulip Nail Supply, I believe. And I love these nail tips, but I do still like them a little flatter, so I do still squish them a little bit. As you can see, that white line down the middle, I just like to do that because personally I don't like any C curve. Really, I like it to be more on the flatter side for me in particular, just like I mentioned earlier, mainly because my nail beds are pretty flat. So that's what I'm doing here, and I feel like really narrow nails make my fingers look weird because my fingers are really chubby, so that's what I like to do. And I'm just going to be gluing these on, and I am going to be using the cuticle oil and top coat method today, so I'm just doing a top coat underneath. But this is an amazing way to make yourself some press-ons if you want to have like acrylic nails as your press-ons and you want to use them like all the time. You can definitely do this because I'm able to pop them off right after and continue to glue them on my nail beds. So I love doing this for practice and for videos for you guys because I technically am making myself like a whole set, which I absolutely love. So after cutting down my nail tips to my desired length, I went ahead and chose out some nail art. We are going to be doing a anti-Valentine's Day black and nude set. I'm so in love with this, I'm so in love with how it came out. You guys are going to be so obsessed with it too. And I'm showing you guys all the colors that I decided to pull out for this look. I'm completely freestyling it, so I didn't know what to do. But I'm going to be using Bad and Bougie by Valentino, and then a few other acrylics as well. Some glitter bells, and then Valentino's black acrylic as well. This is the only black acrylic that I have. And of course, some Mia Secret clear, which is an essential. This is my favorite clear powder, and the monomer I'm going to be using is JC Beauty Concepts. It's my favorite monomer, and it is actually low odor, so you don't smell it super strong like you do for Mia Secret or a different brand. And I'm also using my JC Beauty Concepts acrylic brush. It's literally my favorite brush ever. This is the brush that I would always use on clients, and I highly recommend it. It's so good. So I'm going right in with my monomer and my Mia Secret clear, and I'm just going to be doing a thin layer on the bottom of every single nail. I highly recommend you do this, especially if you want your nails to last. Even though I'm using the method where I can take my nails off right away, if you're going to be using if you want them to like last a month, like your whole set, or like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, you definitely want to add like a layer of clear if you're going to be using any type of colored acrylic, because this is just going to help with the adhesion, and it's really going to help your nails just last a long time. So what you would do is prep your nails as normal, get rid of any dead skin around the cuticles, and make sure that you know, there's no oil left on the nail plate by cleansing with acetone, and also, you know, using your sanding band and everything. And then you're going to want to apply your primer. You're going to wait a little bit because you don't want it to burn, so you're going to apply your primer, wait like 10 seconds, and then you're going to go in with Mia Secret clear, just a super thin layer on the base of every single nail. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my black acrylic, and this is from Valentino. I don't know the exact number, but all the numbers to every single acrylic that I'm going to be using is going to be in the description box. So I do use some different ones, like some glitters and stuff. I'm just swirling the black and the clear together. You can't really tell that much like later on that it's marbled, but you could see it if you're like on a light background, so it looks super cool. It looks like kind of clearish in some parts and black in others. I really wanted to do something different that I've never done here on my channel. I've never done like an ombre that's marbled like this, so I really wanted to try it out. And honestly, you guys, if I'm being super serious, this is like one of the first times that I've actually done acrylic for fun, like genuinely just being like, you know what, I really want to do an acrylic set. I feel like I want to, you know, practice again and do stuff like that. So I was having so much fun with this set, and I'm honestly so in love with it. And yeah, you guys, I don't know what else to say. I'm literally like so sleepy, but I am taking a little bit of this Glitter Bells glitter, and I don't know the name of this one either, you guys. I think it's called Sea Crush though, or Sea Foam or something like that. So like I said, it'll be in the description box. But I don't even end up using that glitter because it's more blue than I wanted, so it's just like a bluish glitter. But I love Glitter Bells glitters. I remember when I was doing acrylic a lot, I would always want to order from them because their glitters are so pretty. And I'm gonna be using Bad and Bougie by Valentino to do the ombre. I've actually never used this color before, so I was really excited to try it out. I've had it for like so freaking long, like so many months, like probably like more than like a year already, and I've never touched it. So I was like, you know what, let me just try this nude out. I noticed that in certain lighting it looks more pink on some people and stuff like that, so this is a perfect nude for someone that has like a medium complexion like me to like a darker, because it'll just look so pretty on you. If you have really light skin, it'll look super pink on you probably. So I did end up liking it. I actually really love it. I love the way it looks. So yeah. I'm also going to be taking these little hearts. These are just different colors. Some of them are like gray and black and stuff. And I feel like this kind of went with the theme of like anti-Valentine's Day, but then at the same time I still wanted it to look cute, you know what I mean? Especially because I kind of wanted to wear these. So I was like, okay, I want to make them wearable, or I want it to be something that someone would actually want to get on their nails if they don't have a Valentine, or if they're just not really into Valentine's Day and they kind of want to do something cool and different. So like I said, yeah, I just wanted them to be a little more wearable. Honestly, you guys, I wanted to go all out and be like, I wanted to like write on it or like do some hand painted art and put like F love and stuff like that. But then I was like, in like reality, like some people would wear that, but then like, you know, I don't know. So I wanted these to be really wearable for you guys, and I just wanted it to be a design that you guys can definitely learn from and stuff like that. So after doing the little hearts and the glitter, I'm just going to be taking my Mia Secret Clear again, and I'm going to be encapsulating the nail, especially when you're doing an ombre, and especially when you're going to be encapsulating stuff, you want to make sure everything's completely covered, because when you go into file with your drill or even with your hand file, you want to make sure that you don't file off any of the design, and you want to make sure your ombre doesn't get filed off. So honestly, I just believe in using as many beads as you need. I just try to use bigger beads because it covers the nail faster, especially when you have long nails, but honestly, use whatever you need. You know, some people have an opinion where they're like, no, you need to use like only 2, like why are you using so many? But it's all up to you and whatever works best for you. So that's what I believe in. And yeah, so on this nail, I'm just going to be doing the plain nude, and then the middle finger I'm going to be going in with the ombre again. So I'm kind of just going to let you guys see the process here, but I don't know how I pick up my beads. I literally just kind of do like a tap tap hold, and sometimes I do a drag. I'm like in the middle. I don't have any specific technique, like I really don't, you guys. And I'm sorry about the filming. This is like really hard to film on my own hand, but I really want to get used to doing this because I want to do a lot more videos like this for you guys. So I'm gonna get used to it, and I'm just gonna have to like figure it out. So I like using the belly of the brush to kind of drag the product down, and I noticed here I was kind of struggling. I kind of literally forgot how to do acrylic, but I knew for sure that I had to keep cleaning up my sidewalls because I don't want the nail to be too bulky. Like I want to save myself the time of filing. I don't want to have to file so much. So just be, you know, cautious, or just have that in the back of your mind that you don't want to spend so much time filing your nails, even though filing can save your nails if you have some really thick ones. Like you'll notice, I think it was on my middle finger, I do end up doing it too thick and stuff, so I end up having to file it, and it's no big deal. So just remember, everything's fixable. If you overdo it, you can definitely file it and make it, you know, smooth and not lumpy, and you know, stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of just rambling, but that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using my brush, and I'm trying to not drag my brush so hard. I notice a lot of beginners will right away go in and they'll be taking off like most of their product. That's where, you know, your nail can get lumpy really quick because you're like pressing on the nail so hard that you're creating lumps in the acrylic, if you know what I mean. So you want to barely tap your acrylic. Like honestly, your brush and your monomer will do the job for you. It'll kind of self-settle. All you need to do is just guide the acrylic, and the best tip I can give you is to hold your finger downwards away from gravity, or like, yeah, like downwards, so that your acrylic is not flooding into your cuticle, because if you hold it like up, you'll notice I do it sometimes here because, you know, it's hard for me to film, but if I'm doing this on someone else, I'm going to make sure I'm always holding their finger downwards. It'll just really help you out with your cuticle application, and in return, your sets will last a really long time because you're not going to be getting any acrylic on the skin. So again, I'm just going to be doing this little marble right here in the middle, and like I was having so much fun with this because I've never done a marble ombre with acrylic, like never. No one's ever asked me for that for some reason. So I was having a lot of fun with it and just trying out and seeing like what worked for me. You could even like throw some white in there if you want more of a white tone. I just wanted it to be more black and smoky, like clear. And then for the ombre, you want to make sure that you apply a nice pigmented kind of big bead right on the harsh edge of where your marble ends, or the color that you're going to be ombreing on top of. This is going to help conceal that super harsh line and make it a really nice ombre. This is what's going to give you that nice, like really nice look. I know even like ombre with black is really difficult to do, but if you know, just place your black first. Literally, it's the same thing as like doing the marble look. The only difference is I'm adding a little bit of clear, but you can definitely just like add the black and then marble ombre right on top of it, and it's definitely going to be kind of hidden. Even if you do like the glitter that I'm doing on mine nail, that definitely helps hide any harsh lines with ombres. That's the biggest tip I can also give you as a beginner. If you're not super confident with your ombre, don't even worry. Try to convince the person you're doing it on if you can add some glitter or encapsulate something on top of it to kind of hide the line a little bit while you're still practicing your ombre, because they'll still get the ombre look, but they're not going to be able to see the super harsh line. As you can see, that's what I did here, and it still looks really pretty and ombre, but I did add a little too much glitter, but you can add a little bit less, just like I mentioned, just to conceal it a little bit. And I am going to be adding the little hearts, and the glitter I'm using is Yakelin Acosta, and it's in, I think, number 100. It's just a regular gold glitter acrylic, and it's so beautiful. I really love it. I'm literally almost done with the whole entire jar because that's how much I've used it. And like I said, I'm just going in and encapsulating everything. Encapsulation is my favorite thing to do. If I'm gonna do an acrylic set, I literally would love to do like encapsulated nails. If you guys want more encapsulated nails, let me know. I want to do like some flower ones for summer and just like a whole bunch of really pretty ones. So I'm really excited to bring more acrylic videos for you guys and do a mix of, you know, press-ons and acrylic on my channel. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for this. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I'm gonna let you guys watch my acrylic application, and I'm gonna come back once I start to file. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I remembered I wanted to say something I recently did like a little Q&A thing on my Instagram and here on my YouTube. I'm so excited to answer your guys' questions. You guys asked really good questions and I'm going to be answering those in a Q&A video. I think that's going to be my video for this Sunday, is the Q&A, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't forget an upload, especially because a lot of people were asking me some really good questions in this. So this video is going to be really good. I just know it is, and I know I'm going to be talking a lot. So if you like talkative videos, you're going to love this one. But I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just do like an acrylic, press-on set and just be doing the Q&A like as a voiceover, and you guys can kind of just watch me make the press-ons while I talk. I'm probably going to do something like that, and I'll still link like the stuff I used in the description in case you were wondering. Kind of like a Bailey Sarian vibe, where like she doesn't explain the makeup but she's talking about something else, but then she still lists what she uses, if you know what I mean. Something like that. So I'm probably going to do that just because I feel like that's a good idea. And yeah, I'm really in love with this pinky. I was honestly so surprised, you guys, that I didn't flood my cuticles on any of these nails, considering how long it's been that I've done acrylic. But I also made sure to turn on my little heater that's next to me beforehand, so it really helps out when your room isn't cold. My last acrylic video that I did, my room was really cold and my acrylic was running all over the place and being super watery. So having a little tiny heater next to me really helped. I highly recommend you do that if you have trouble with your acrylic running because your room is too cold. Just get a tiny little space heater and it'll really help you out. But as you can see here, the key is to kind of place the acrylic lower down on the cuticle area and then slowly pat it into where you want it to go, and it won't flood that way. Don't place it directly like next to the cuticle, because then when you pat it, it's going to end up flooding into the skin, if you know what I mean. So you just want to place it like literally like a millimeter or 2 millimeters down, and then tap it into where you want it to go. Then it's going to be perfect cuticle application. So I think we're pretty much done with the actual acrylic itself. So I'm going in and filing my nails. The biggest also like next tip I could give you that no one really talks about is to use a big jumbo nail file if you feel like your nails are lumpy, instead of using your drill. If you're more on the beginning side, or if you feel like you still need some practice with acrylic. Personally, I don't think my acrylic's perfect at all. I definitely needed this nail file to help me because I'm not that advanced with my nail drill yet. Like, I am advanced, like I don't cut anybody or anything like that. Like, I'm really good at handling it. But when it comes to like drilling the nail, I just don't feel like I get the same effect. And I feel like using a nail file really helps me smooth out the entire nail and make the surface absolutely perfect to where there's no bumps. So I really recommend you try this out. Use this big nail file, just like a big jumbo square nail file, to smooth out the top of your nail, and you won't have any bumps at all. It'll really help out your end result, and I promise it'll be so beautiful. So I'm here just like trying to hold my finger as best as I can to file the tips. This is the #1 thing I struggle with the most when doing my own nails. I feel like I can't get that perfect shape like I do on other people. So I'm just trying my best. On my thumb, I did get pretty good just because my thumb isn't sensitive, but the rest of my nails are really sensitive. Like if I even bend it a little bit, it like hurts and stuff. So that was kind of annoying. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get out of frame here just because if you do your own nails, you know how it is. It's literally so annoying to have to file your nails. It just gets like, there's like no way to film it like really nice for you guys. So I hope you guys can just see like a little bit. I'm gonna speed it up though, just because I feel like you guys get the general idea. And yeah, you guys, my nail popped off right there. I have to glue it back together. But anyways, you know what I mean. So I'm just trying my best to, you know, like film it for you guys. So before I start using my drill to clean up my cuticle area, I felt like this was a good time to introduce it. This is the Pana nail drill by Melody Susie. I literally didn't even know that I had this nail drill, you guys. Like I mentioned like before in my past videos, I moved like a few months ago and I didn't know that I had this from my old address. So I literally just had to figure out how to show you guys it without it being like weird or something. But I'm so in love with it. It's so nice and heavy, and it's just like such good quality. This base is really nice. It's all black, so it's very sleek. They put my name on it, which is so freaking sweet. I literally wanted to cry when I saw that. And I love that it has the little drill bit holder right underneath, because this is really cute to just leave on your desk. And it's a really nice drill, you guys. Like, this is very high quality, really amazing. So I like how it just has the regular twist like the other Melody Susie drills. I've only ever used Melody Susie drills. I've had 2 other ones before. I had like that white one that everyone used, and then I also have the other little black one that's like really sleek. I wish I would have showed you guys, but that's the one I was using before I started using this one now. And it does have this little dial turner, and there's a tiny little screen. It's very faint, but you could see the number of RPMs that you're doing on there. I don't know, I try to show you guys here, but it's very light, so you can't really see it that much. That's the only thing that was kind of weird. Like, I don't know why it wasn't brighter. It's like super light, like you can't even see it that much. But it says there how much charge you have, and it did come fully charged already, and it is rechargeable. So it's super cool that you don't have to have it plugged in all the time. I know when I had my other drill, I hated that it had to be plugged in all the time. It was so annoying. So the fact that they've upgraded their drills more, and my other one before this and this one, they're both rechargeable, it just saves my life, because I can just plug it in like while I'm doing something else, and it'll just really help me out. So I have my little thing here of my disinfected tools. This is these are my tools that are cleaned with Barbicide and everything. And I'm going to be taking my most used drill bits, or the ones that I'm going to start using from now on myself, and I'm going to put them here in the little stand so I can leave it on my desk. I like using the little ball bit, and then the mandrels, and then my Pana drill bit that I use for sealing the cuticle area. So look at it, you guys. It's so freaking cute, and here I'm gonna show you guys me using it, and I highly recommend it. It's really beautiful, and I'm gonna link it down below for you guys in case you're interested in getting a new drill. So this is what I'm gonna be doing first. I have always used this Pana drill bit. This is literally my favorite drill bit ever. If you haven't tried this out, I highly recommend you try it. It'll literally change the game for you. This will definitely make or break your acrylic like lasting. This makes my sets last such a long time because you're really sealing up your cuticle area, and there's like no water or anything that can get in there, especially if you apply your acrylic correctly and you do your prep right. That's all you have to do. And even if you're a beginner, like, I know it's going to be hard in the beginning. I've had problems like when I first started trying to get my nails to last. Their nails were like popping off and I didn't know what to do. I was using like Mia's Secret primer and stuff, but I really recommend using good products. Honestly, the better the products you use, the better your sets are going to last. It literally just makes, like, that's literally the only thing that can make or break your set. Like, just use high quality stuff and it'll definitely show in your work. Anyways, I'm like rambling, but this Pana drill bit is so good, and it's from Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below. It just really gets a flush, nice cuticle area, and I also use it to go over the nail if I feel like there's any little bumps that I might have missed before, and I love it. And the thing I noticed right away is that this drill bit, this nail drill, doesn't skip on me. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen where like you'll use a nail drill and it's not strong enough or something, and you'll be like filing your nail or drilling it, and then out of nowhere it just like stops, or it'll like skip or something. I noticed that that's how people get burned when they're doing their acrylic and they're drilling it. So I love using a good quality nail drill because of that. When I used to use a really cheap one from Amazon, I would always burn myself. And the main thing too is you want to make sure that you're not keeping your drill in one spot for too long. Like, you want to make sure you're constantly moving, and that's going to be the biggest key too, to make sure that you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. And yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for that. And I am also using my dust collector for this as well. And I'm going to be getting this little mini buffer and buffing my nails really good to get it ready for gel polish. Next, what I'm going to be doing is taking some alcohol and a little lint-free wipe, and I'm going to be completely cleaning off my nail plate. This is the biggest other tip I can give you. I literally keep saying that this is like the biggest tip ever, but it's because these are things that I never knew when I was a beginner that I wish I knew to do, because I would have done it and it would have changed everything for me, you know? So I recommend cleaning it off because you do not want to contaminate your top coat with dust. It's gonna literally make your top coat look so like gritty, or like it'll like make it like look weird. I don't know how to explain it, but when I was a beginner I never knew that, and I definitely noticed the difference once I started cleaning my nail off. I also like using a manicure brush with alcohol because it gets into every crevice of the nail, but using a lint-free wipe works just as well, and you can get lint-free wipes on Amazon, and I'll link those as well. The top coat I'm using is the Nail Supply Glamour top coat. It's literally the best top coat ever. Someone asked me, I think in my Q&A, someone's gonna ask me like what my favorite top coat is, and it's definitely this one. Like, after using this one, I don't even know how I was thinking that iGel Beauty was the best one, because this one is just top tier for sure. And then you'll notice that I use my finger to just clean off the sides of my nail. I know that's really bad. I don't want to get contact dermatitis, but you know, I literally just do it in the moment and I don't even think about it. But you could also just get a little tiny brush with some alcohol on it, or just like dry, and make sure you're cleaning up the sidewalls, because sometimes gel polish will run off and you don't want your shape to be compromised. You want your shape to stay nice and crisp. That's like another thing that I always do all the time. And if you get any on the cuticle area, take a little brush with some alcohol and just clean it right off, just to make sure that there's none on the skin. You guys might notice that I went kind of backwards. Like, I literally top coated my nails and now I'm doing the nail art, which is kind of weird because you usually do the nail art first and then top coat at the end. But it's because while I was doing that part, I literally had to go to Costco so bad. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna get up, top coat my nails. I'm just gonna top coat my nails and then get up and go to Costco really quick. So I had to top coat them just because I didn't want my nails to look like weird. And I'm so glad I did, because they ended up looking so cute either way. But now I'm going to be taking this little Madame Glam liner brush with the black gel polish. I don't think they have this on their website. It was part of the advent calendar for Christmas. But I'm going to be trying to do this little mapping technique for French tips that people always do. I've never really tried it before, so I kind of just wanted to see if it works. So I was kind of just freehanding it and hoping for the best. And you guys can see my ugly finger. That's why I had band-aids on like the day before, because of that. And yeah, just please ignore my fingers, you guys. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. But this French tip doesn't have to be super perfect, just because we are going to be adding some charms and stuff on there, so you're not going to be able to see the smile line either way. Personally, I don't like a really high smile line. I know some people do the smile line super high up, where you like extend the nail bed part, and I just don't like that much. I like doing it more on the like quote unquote natural side, even though there's nothing natural about my nails. I get it, but you know what I mean. So, and I also wanted to say really quick, I took out this glitter and I don't even end up using it, so I don't know why I opened it, and I'm just going to be using some charms and stuff like that. So I went ahead into my charm little container. This is just one of the many that I have. You guys know, if you're literally not new to my channel, you know I'm addicted to nail art. I always tell you guys this, but it's literally true. I could buy nail art for hours and hours. I could shop on AliExpress for literally like 10 hours and I will not get bored. So I'm going through and kind of trying to find nail charms that go with my vibe that I'm trying to do. I'm going for like black and just anti-pink and like red and just like, you know, like that type of look, especially because I really wanted to do a black set. I had these little black roses that went perfect with this, and some little dominatrix, I think is what it's called, type of little charms. I had these little lip ones, which were super pretty, and these little black ones as well, and this rose. So I took out and like things that I thought would work, just because I wanted to show you guys, so you guys could kind of understand my vision and what I was going for. So I was just doing that, and I was also showing you guys that I had these black rhinestones, but I don't even end up using those. And what I'm going to be doing before that is I'm going to be doing the French tip on the other nail. I'm doing this backwards because I wasn't planning on doing a French tip on both, but I just felt like it would give it some good symmetry, and I felt like it would look, you know, pretty even. So I was originally just going to leave that nail nude, but then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to add a French tip on this one too. And I'm really glad that I did, because it honestly ended up turning out so pretty. So you guys will just see me do this in a second, and I'll come back for the bling placement. So I'm going to be going in with my rhinestone gel by Nail Supply Glamour, and I'm really in love with this one so far. This rhinestone gel has been working very well for me, and I feel like the best way to really try it out is on my own hands, because I was having some problems with some gems falling off with other nail glues. So I really hope this one does the trick, and this one is the good one that's going to be like the one I use from now on, because Zule like was working for me for a while and then it stopped. So it's just like a bunch of things like going on. I'm gonna be taking this really cute little X charm. I don't know why I'm so far, you guys. Hold on, let me try. Oh, I already zoomed in. Oh my god. So I was literally gonna zoom it in like while I was editing, but then I zoomed in on my own. So I just went ahead and placed that, and I'm gonna be taking some Swarovski crystals as well, and this little black rose, which I thought was really cute. I've never gotten a chance to use this little black rose, and I've had it for years and years. So I was like, you know what better time than for an anti-Valentine's Day set to use a little thing like that. So I'm taking this really pretty little shimmery golden Swarovski crystal, and then I'm going to be doing another bigger one up here. I'm honestly just playing around with the placement. I didn't have any specific idea of what I wanted to do, like as in terms of like where I wanted things to go. So I'm just doing the little flower, and it looks so freaking pretty. Honestly, just like this even looks good, but you guys know I always overdo it. Like I always just keep adding and adding because I'm so obsessed with bling, like with the glitter and like the sparkle and everything. So I just keep adding stuff, but I don't really know how to explain the way I do bling placement. I'm gonna do like a whole video on that, so I can kind of explain to you guys more like how you can start trying to get some really nice rhinestone placement designs. But the key is to just use a bunch of different sized rhinestones. I promise that's the only thing that I do that makes it look really intricate and really pretty. So I'm going to be taking some really small ones here and adding them into the little corners and crevices of some of the rhinestones. And I love this look. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I had these nails on today and I was like, they're so pretty. I don't want to take them off. And I rarely ever feel like that about nails, honestly. Sometimes I do. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, it's okay, I could live without them. But for these, I was like, no, I want to leave these on so bad. But then I don't want to do my other hand. I'm too lazy because I don't think I could do it with my left hand. So yeah, anyways, I don't know. I'm just like saying stuff at this point. But that's what I was doing there. And then after this, I'm going to be doing the pointer finger. And I'm going to be kind of going with the same vibe for the pointer finger as well. I was showing you guys here what it looks like. It's so cute. And then I'm just going to make sure I cure it really, really well, because you want to make sure all the gel underneath the flower stays cured so that the flower doesn't fall off. Now, of course, I'm going in with my top coat all around my stones. I don't like going over them, but sometimes if you guys have these little gold charms like the ones I use, and you're going to be like putting these nails on someone else or giving them to someone, I recommend top coating the little charms just because sometimes they'll turn different colors with like washing your hands and stuff. So if you add some clear top coat, you won't even be able to really tell at all that it's there, and it'll protect the charm for like a while so that it doesn't rust or anything on the person that you're going to be doing it on. Or even if you're going to be doing it on yourself and you wash your hands a lot and you just don't want it to like, you know, mess up, definitely just, you know, add some top coat only on the charm and it'll really just protect it. So I'm making sure to add some extra around the flowers just because I really want to seal it in there. And also I wanted to mention that I don't know if you guys could like were able to tell, but I added a little extra glue where I'm putting the bigger charms just because I really want them to stay. So don't put like a very tiny bit of glue because that's how your stones will pop off. You want to just try your best to add like a lot, but sometimes even that doesn't help you guys. Like I literally try my best to make my gems last, and sometimes they do and sometimes they literally don't. So hopefully these do last a while on me, and then I'll know if that glue is good or not, and I'll let you guys know. So I'm always making sure to just clean up my sides like I mentioned earlier to make this shape stay, and I'm gonna double cure this. Lastly, I'm just going in with some cuticle oil and really going in there and making my cuticles nice and hydrated. And you guys, this is the final result. They're so freaking pretty. I'm going to insert a video here. This is a video I took today and it looks so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with these. This is like a set that I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I did that. Like I look at them and I'm just like, how did I do this? Like how? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned how to do this as well. I would love to see it if you recreate anything similar, and you can definitely do this in other colors and it would be so freaking pretty. I'm gonna try to find those rose nail charms for you. Even though I got them like 3 years ago, I'm gonna try my best to find the similar or like the same exact ones. And this is another video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you that support me, and you guys honestly make my day every single day. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye!